Yo, everybody. Hello. Is it day 290 or did I just forget to update that? Oh god, it's 292? Oh, wait, wait, what? Hang on. Is that right? Oh my god, it is. Hold up. I gotta edit that. I gotta edit yesterday's VOD. Say 291. And then this stream is 292. There we go. Day 292. Almost at 300. I keep forgetting that day 300 isn't when we're doing our day 300 stream. It's actually before then. Day 300, I think, is probably on now. 292, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 27th, the Monday. So yeah, that's why we're doing it on the Saturday. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Chilling out. The weather today has been terrible. It's just been raining all day. And in fact, let me just take a look at the forecast for the next few days. So today it's currently heavy rain until 10 p.m. And then Monday it's raining. And then Tuesday it's raining. And then Wednesday it's raining. And then Thursday it's raining. I'm not even lying when I say that I have not seen the sun this week. Every day has been grey and cloudy, and there's been no sign of the sun. I wish I was kidding, and it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but I literally have not seen the sun all week, and I might not see it until Friday. Even Friday, it's supposed to rain in the afternoon. Saturday is supposed to rain late Saturday evening. Fucking hell. Next Sunday is going to be the next day when apparently there will be 0 rain. That's what I'm having to work with here. Love that. So yeah, it's been an awful day today in terms of weather, but that's okay because we've been inside, getting cozy, playing fucking Pokemon. That's right. Pokemon ZA got delivered today. I think I've played it for like 3 hours. It's been fun so far. It's been pretty fun. It runs well, as I was told by Rad. I just have serious PTSD because of Scarlet Violet, which is just awful. Since I've known that I was going to be getting into like Pokemon again, I thought I would go back and play a little bit of Scarlet just to give me that fix, and it's so bad. It's so bad. At one point, you go into a classroom when you first get to the school that you're supposed to go to, and like the main characters involved in the scene are fully rendered and move at 30 FPS, or yeah, 30 FPS, and then every other student in the class sitting at their desks are like 5 frames. It's like they literally, you can see like 5 frames of them kicking their feet. It's just so bad. It's so bad. And you know what? The fact that when the Switch 2 came out, they said that there's a free update for people that own Scarlet on Switch 1 to be able to play it on Switch 2 as like a Switch 2 version of the game, like an actual upgrade. And they said that was free. And that's because they know they fucked up. They know they released a terrible fucking game. But yeah, it runs a lot better. I can see why people have issues with like the world not looking exciting. You know, all of the walls of all of the buildings in the city are very sort of copy paste. They're all like the windows are wallpaper. Like there's no sign of like of it looking like a building. It's just flat and it just looks. I think that's the only downside to the game. Is there's not a lot of variety in the area that you're in. And I feel like, I mean, I guess Pokemon is sort of like a kid's game. I feel like my hand has been held this entire time. And I kind of just want to go out and just do what I want to do. Like, I wanted to look at different clothes stores for clothing for my character because fashion is important for me in video games. And every time I was like trying to just go off to a side street to go look at some stores when I was in the middle of a mission, it would stop me and be like, "Hey, I thought you was gonna follow me to this place." I'm like, "Yeah, but like, can I not just go and look in the just do some window shopping first? Like, fucking hell, why do we have to go there straight away?" But yeah, it's been cool. It's been cool so far. I've been enjoying it. I think the right decision was made, getting it on the Switch One. I've been seeing a lot of people like ripping the Switch One version, and I think it's people playing on the Switch Two version thinking that the Switch One version plays like how Scarlet plays, and they just don't actually know what it's like. But I saw one person post on Twitter. It was like a video of them playing it, and it said that, like, this is unacceptable or something. And they run around a corner, and none of the textures on the buildings start loading, and then they fall through the floor. And I've seen two sides of that. I've seen one, like, loads of people say my game runs perfectly fine. This person just abuses their Switch. And then the other part of that is Switch 2 people being like, man, Switch 1 people really do be out here in the slums, don't they? And I'm just sitting here like, I've had absolutely no issues. And I know many other people also haven't. One person posts an issue that they have, and everyone just assumes that everybody has that issue. But it's just not the case. Like, it's not even like the frames haven't been an issue. Like, the frames haven't dropped at all. There might be things loading in and like popping in the distance, but I've not noticed really anything like that. And that doesn't really bother me. I don't, you know, playing at a Switch game, I don't expect to have my draw distance be the other side of the city and be able to see a little fucking tiny little Pikachu in the distance just walking across the street. That's not what I expect. Yeah, people just like to pick problems with things. You know, with Scarlet, everyone can come together and say this is shit because it was. But ZA so far, haven't had any issues with it. But I do feel like Pokemon does need like a kick. Just something. Just something to just like give it a massive kick in the right direction. Because it does feel like Game Freak can just keep pumping out half finished games and everyone's gonna buy it because it's Pokemon. Like, just slap the Pokemon name on it and just ship it out, and people, like, it's gonna sell millions. And as the people, we always say like, "Oh, we should stop buying these games, stop supporting when companies do this, and then they'll learn their lesson and they'll do something about it." But the fact is, people don't do that. Anyway, thank you for coming to my Pokemon TED Talk. Now we're going to continue with some Disco Elysium. I've had a night's sleep. My brain is recharged. And I'm ready to continue. This is a little bit of an experiment stream today because I only have 2 hours because obviously I'm back to work tomorrow. we're going to be seeing if this game is okay to stream for 2 hours, because we played for 5 hours yesterday, and I feel like I didn't make a lot of progress. So I'm scared that playing for just 2 hours, we're going to make even less progress. So, we are here in the bookstore. We are helping this terrible mother because they're having problems with their store and they think it's cursed. But actually, it was just a fridge that was left on. What are we doing? Nope. This competition, doing commercial area. That's the one. Search for the malignant entity. Placence says lives in the chimney. So we went all the way here. There was another direction that we didn't go, actually. It was this way. So let's see if this is something that's helpful to us.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney.
That's the chimney.
This must be where the entity lives.
Right.
This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Okay, so we found the furnace and we could hear people talking through it. And I went to shout something and I failed the roll. And because of our dehydrated throat, because of all the alcohol we were drinking, we couldn't actually say anything.
Again, your voice becomes a raspy croak mid-sentence. It's silent in the abandoned office building. No one answers you. Sire, may we suggest something?
Silent.
Think of the yelling into the furnace as a grand performance. Use your chest voice, not your head voice. Sing from the diaphragm. Perhaps it's not such a bad idea. Try it again, son.
Hello, I yelled, but it didn't work.
Again, your voice becomes a raspy croak mid-sentence. Sire, perhaps it's not such a bad...
Oh, we need to go and yell back in the furnace again? Saying it with our chest instead of our throat.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch
+1.
black.
Sing from the diaphragm. At 83% this time.
Something
There we go.
breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney.
See, we put an extra point in physical instrument.
Chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
You hear a woman's voice answer. Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
you hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Strange that they're so willing to let us in by hearing us shout through the furnace. I'm assuming it's like a homeless person or something. What the hell? Oh, is this the... Trays full of dice, colourful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. D&D dice. Candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Dice maker.
Hello. I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the
Ah.
engine.
Hold on, what do you mean by Milius?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Just pats the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some
So
of the
it's like a
stations
podcast.
can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have me confused from someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want
fuck?
something really unusual. Take a look
can't afford
around
that.
and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
And you never took your eyes off the work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
What do you mean by daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She tries to stop and come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
You often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Like to order a die?
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Do you know the Wirral Untethered setting? I want a die for that. Do you have any cursed dice? Tell me about your most extraordinary die. I'm sorry, I don't actually know what die I want. Just normal die for me, very regular. Look for something to help with my work. Do you know the Wirral Untethered setting? I want a die for that.
Yes. Fortress Accident. It's too bad they never finished their game. The Wirral Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motives of ice and death. And loss, of course.
Ice, death, loss. Sounds like you.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice, and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours.
Why do you need to cast it in resin?
Untreated bone is porous and prone to chipping. Cast it in something hard like resin though, and voila, it's perfect.
Sure. It's a deal.
Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Just gotta make sure I have enough money. Where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal-black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, its ceiling fading into shadows above. I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
No, the whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off, and customers have trouble paying bills. You're right. The whirling doesn't really look like it's cursed.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
I think it still might be you that's causing this. Narrow your eyes very mysteriously. Starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see. You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Start taking off your clothes. You need to connect. No.
She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief. The tool's sharp edge shining in the light of her desk lamp.
All right, let's go back. I mean, we knew it was the fridge that was the issue. We just needed to check the room. So we can tell Plaisance that it's not an issue.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Nia, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm.
What?
To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
No. But it was the fridge, no? She says there is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. The source of the taxidermist shop, he became involved in arts darker than taxidermy and rule the void spirits. Honestly, I don't have any answer yet. There's still leads to follow, like that strange radio computer thing. There's another entity more malignant pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps my travels across paths with it. I was convinced it was the fridge. Because it was just left on, it's just they're having to pay for more electricity.
You're telling me that you went in there and didn't find out anything about the curse?
She looks disappointed.
Of course. I should have known better than to put my hopes on a man like you. You're no Simonese ghost whisperer. You're an alcoholic. The investigation's over. I don't want you going in there anymore. You're only angering the psychic weather in here. Now, if you're not going to buy anything...
She turns to face the door, waiting for potential customers.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now. There was never any other way this could have gone. She's just too far gone into her own mind.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Okay, but please, only a few questions.
The woman looks lonesome. Long way home.
Finish the thought.
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 psychic. Speed as in the drug. Damn, my perception's looking real good now. I want to go back. We need to find the password for that machine. Unless we've already found it and I don't know. I can't actually go in unless I have. What's up, Kim?
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Got it, Kim. No need to rub it in.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. The speaker comes to life.
Good afternoon. Please repeat.
Let's try the password for the
Is this
schedule.
good? Please repeat the password.
I don't know it.
Received.
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
Press print.
Nothing happens.
Okay, nothing. Cool. So it's like a password on
Your
here,
flashlight
maybe?
slides over and some of the writing.
No.
This old fire, the whole thing resembles.
We need to talk to Kuno. There was something about him having like another one of those. Another one of those things that goes in the computer. Still out here.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kuno, I keep throwing up and I can't investigate the body at all.
Yeah, Like a fucking volcano? Yeah. Fucking pathetic.
You're lucky you didn't die there.
Jesus Christ. Maybe you got some advice for me? I mean, you're obviously handling it quite well.
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you. What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing yourself in front of a fucking kid.
Perhaps you could compress this negative energy and turn it into some sort of a Kuno-fied non-vomiter.
What?
Don't ask questions. Roll with it. It will work. I promise.
Unified non-vomiter, here I come.
That's right. Turn your weaknesses into conceptual strengths. Try it again now.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes.
Okay, I got my
The
shit
body
compressed.
below
We got the
is
unified
entirely
non-vomiter.
dedicated to that corpse smell.
83%.
Emitting it is all it does now. As you breathe
Yeah.
in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Step closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, are they? They're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
Lieutenant draws a line in the condensation of the ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
So why do they get left?
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
That's a lot, I take it?
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Maybe he was just wearing the boots. Understood.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions.
Initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Run your fingers over the lines.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. The whorls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
E50, 100, 1000.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Pull the boot off.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Yeah, maybe
Stop!
not do that. He looks at you with the boot under your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it?
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Kid, shut the fuck up. I'm not a homo.
Stop obsessing about your sexuality, officer. You are about to seriously compromise the coroner's case.
Indeed, from this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscles.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
I'm sorry, I didn't even want to take them off. I just thought I should try.
Try what exactly?
If you can't experiment, how will you learn?
Just want to see what happens.
I don't think we should do anything just for the hell of it. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
Makes sense.
There might still be a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
Steal a dead man's boots, but that would be dishonorable. Refuse.
All right then, you can pay the hostel bill in honor points. How many honor points have you collected?
What's going to happen to the boots then?
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
What was that? A word?
Vermilion, in yellow letters,
Vermilion.
along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
This is a bad time for a drink, right?
Extremely.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is a reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it?
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
They might have forgotten to brief me.
Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Where's the buckle tying the belt to the branch? Did they climb up it using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. Limbs
Inspect the
and
tattoos.
intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Is this a national pattern?
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
We're missing something here.
I agree.
Sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper on his orange jacket.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Let the lieutenant work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
Let him cook.
An instant color camera.
He produces two metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
Points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting.
A
Then
sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small
Hey,
ampoule
Bannock.
of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. Cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
Tucks it. He slides the camera closed and tucks it away in his belt. What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence.
New game?
The
This is a
story
very
he
old
wanted his
game,
body
but
to tell
we
was
started it
important
yesterday.
To him. It is his letter
Called Disco Elysium.
to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
Hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. These eyes used to be blue, baby blue. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside.
It's a very deep
The
voice.
death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Tell me who you are, dead man.
The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
Who is he? He is male, 40-50, with an athletic build.
His eyes, they used to be blue.
Good. The victim is of Occidental descent. Light brown hair, blue eyes.
When he says Occidental, he means white. Originally from the Occidental subcontinent on Muindi. The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench. Eyes like a shark.
Squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration?
Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
His face and hands are pink, thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Relax your eyes.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something.
Brago.
Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he was upright after his death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Seems like a lynching to me.
Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption. But we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death.
Something's coming out of it.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
Gross.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
I think he's dead.
I agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
Totally.
Absolutely.
He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils.
So how do we get
He
him down?
slowly
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
We've been thorough. Do you have any plan for getting him down?
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Maybe we can ask for help from the harbour?
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Let's consider.
But what
reconsider.
other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
What was that about processing, then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the boots? Why don't they help?
Can't the boys from processing take care of this?
No.
Why?
Think of the boys from processing as murderers. Only instead of people, they murder crime scenes. Processing is a wrecking crew. They know how to commission off items and how to work the incinerator in the morgue. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Maybe we can shoot him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Ah. The buckle holds the belt together.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
Let me try.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
Okay, say nothing, let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Say nothing.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Fucking kid.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, man.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Cloud.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
Try again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised.
He looks around at the windows overlooking the yard.
Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals.
Bro, that was on you,
have
okay?
eyes on us.
Not me.
I didn't do us any favors with that.
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Can I have the gun?
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
He pauses, then shrugs and proceeds to load the pistolet.
Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
He shines in his outstretched hand.
I only have one gun.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever
I know where my
seen.
other gun is, Kuno. Okay, I haven't got it yet.
Take it, you fucking banana pointer. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
Fucking hell. How about I shoot you guys instead?
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
The
Got the
buckle
belt.
comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth?
28%.
At least you won't miss.
Close your left eye first.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the evening light. As the corpse slowly rotates, the slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying.
42%.
You're gonna cry now, fucking faggoty.
Could I put a point? I could put a point in hand-eye coordination right now. I don't know if it'd be worth it. Could take that to 4, which would help. No, I like my odds. Pull the trigger, 42%. No! Oh, fuck, I shot the body.
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a mulko.
There's something wrong with your weapon, Lieutenant. It keeps missing.
The armistice is sufficiently precise, officer, especially at close range.
Takes the side off and holsters it.
It's not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like, fucking hooves or something.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
We're not giving the gun to kids.
That's preposterous. What are you, a fucking earl?
We still need to get him down somehow.
His tone is growing tired now. The stench makes him turn away from the corpse.
The
But
bad
how?
way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help.
Fuck.
They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
But it won't it be dangerous?
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle
Hi,
this
AJ.
ourselves.
There was something to lose. We fucked up the body. We're supposed to be aiming up here. How did we shoot so badly that we ended up shooting his fucking body?
Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches.
Shut the fuck up. I should have shot the kids. Who's Everard Clare?
The leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man, from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
God, I hate this fucking kid.
Rigorous self-critique.
Another thought complete.
Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past.
Harry.
You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Jesus Christ. Bonuses from the thought. Int and Fizz red check failures heal 1 morale. FYS. And Motor red check fails heal 1 health. Learning cap for pain threshold raised to 6. So performing some red checks successfully give me more health and morale. Oh, if I put the point in hand, I just thought, I mean, it was a 50-50. I thought if I was successful, then I could have put the point somewhere else. Speaking of which, my volition is 1. Oh, I reckon endurance and volition are these down here, having 3 and 2 like health and morale. So if I put a point of volition, then I reckon maybe I'd get 3. We're passing all of our intellect shit. We did not pass hand-eye coordination. Our perception's fine. We'll do volition. Cool. Now we've got 3 of each. Right, so we need to go to the harbor, right? But I know how to get there. I've already discovered how to get there. There's a lot of people here now.
Can I help you?
Here's a trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Now the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Yes?
How about the money I owe?
Yes. Have you got it?
How much do I owe you again?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real. Like what?
Okay, that's
I was really enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
I'm gonna sing karaoke.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad
banger.
Then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
Okay, I need to find the tape to sing first. Let's go use the radio. Do we need to do that for something?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Serial number for the boots.
Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
E50 100 1000. The make and model of the armor is Fairweather T500 VE.
Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
57.
In the cabin, you...
Alright, it's getting to 8 p.m. God, fucking hell, we got so many things to do. Find those in the Union box. They're not there yet, so we can't do that. Ask him after the initial inspection of the dead body's done, so we can do that. Ask the station for additional funds. Oh, sure, yeah.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57.
41st, please.
10-4, come in, officer.
Die in need of financial
10-4, I
assistance.
hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, over.
It's paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money.
He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over.
Okay, fine.
Anything else, sir? Roger that.
I tried. So we need to find Smokes. We need to find our badge. Ask Kuno if he knows anything about the victim's clothes. Who else has authorized access to the whirling trash? Find a person, and you'll know who tampered with the scene. Keep searching for the caller. Okay. Find a way to the secret passage in the whirling rags. Sing karaoke. Get a reality lowdown. Still need to find my gun. In 8 hours, talk to the dice maker. Ask Kuno. Call Alex back in a day. Talk to Kim about the case. Ask around about tattoos. Access the harbour. Right, so we need to do a couple of things with Kim. Let's just talk to Kim.
Yes?
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about the pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
So this is a struggle over who runs Martinez?
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
I wonder what this said about me, that I was sent by my station. You raise an eyebrow. Thinking it best to let you make the next move. I mean, yeah, so he volunteered because he didn't care. So why was I sent? If this is supposed to be like a competition between the two precincts, why was I sent? Clearly I'm a fuck up. Must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message?
No.
There will be bloodletting of unimaginable proportions. Unimaginable.
Oh no, it's very imaginable. We fail to place responsibility for the hanging. The harbor company see the situation is out of control, so they bring in private military, maybe a gunship. The Union responds in strength. Automatic fire.
Our precincts want us to fail? That's why they sent us? So the precincts want us to fail because the government wants this to escalate. And then they can bring in the military and shut this union down.
Local law enforcement solving one little homicide decides nothing. Not solving it can have real and calculable effects. Things can always get worse. Matter of fact, augury, we should move.
Do you volunteer to spoil it?
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
Okay, enough of the competition then. Tell me something else.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Why did the 41st send me?
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to slight Precinct 57.
Oh. They want me to make their time hell. That makes more sense than the other stuff I thought of.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
Kim, what if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck-up, like, as a joke?
I've considered it.
So it's true.
It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I also think it's somewhat unlikely.
Why's that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
Do you really see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
Oh, thanks, man. Leveled up again. Inland Empire shows up a lot, but I feel like we do pretty well with that. We've got our second authority point back, so back up to 2. Could do hand-eye coordination, although I don't have my gun yet. I do need to go to the pawn shop, because apparently that's where I took my gun. Call for high-strung investigators, shoot now, ask questions later, cops, surprise haters. Call for city lovers, the wisest of the streetwise, the genuine supernatural. All for card players, military fetishists, cool people. I really don't know. Like, it's such a hard thing to do. Just put a point into something. Because there are so many. And they all show up in different ways. Like, there isn't one that shows up more often than not. Electrochemistry pops up a lot every time a drug's involved. But we've got 5 in that, so that's fine. I'm gonna do pain threshold. Because I feel like maybe something's gonna happen in the future where it's gonna hurt, and I'd like to be ready for that. Alright, Kuno. This fucking kid.
Fuck does Kuno care?
More questions about the crime scene. Discuss the body.
The fuck about it?
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuckgimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, come on.
Wait, what?
He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
You're just too small for the armor.
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge. What are you? Fucking 80. When
Oh, you already said
Kuno's
that one,
80,
kid.
Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Trying to fuck on Kuno. Fuck out of here.
What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What do you mean troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
You're just telling me about this out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
I love the drama part of my brain. Calling me like sire, my lord. There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks, just stones left on the corpse.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
Let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Shut the fuck up. More questions about the crime scene.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How did they get in there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could be a lead investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters F-A-L-N running down his trouser leg.
Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
No, Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering I'm investigating, and I already have pants.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig.
There's also this mug in the trash.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Does this quaint, better not taken out of its historical context mark have anything to do with it?
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with the crime scene, cleaned some of it up.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
Yeah, exactly.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique too.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting 2 and 2 together here.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
The ladder, ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So would you say that the ladder is unclimbable?
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck do you want with it?
Let's talk about your shack again. Is that my coat up there? I'm pretty sure it's mine.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that.
After all, what?
Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it. Yet, that conclusively explains how the coat got up there.
Okay.
Good call, Pigmeister. Kuno's Kuno. You already know that slow shit.
Right, how can I forget?
Kuno thinks you have brain damage or some shit. Kuno cares.
Kuno, stop being nice to the pig. Step away from Kuno, fat-ass creep.
Ease off, see. Don't be telling Kuno what Kuno can do. What else you want, pigman? Kuno
Right.
doesn't fucking care.
Okay. Always a pleasure, Kuno. Who else has unauthorized access to the whirling trash? That might take a while. Go to the harbor, ask the Jolly Mesk about the armor. So much shit to do, man. This might have to wait until tomorrow. I don't know how long we can go for. It's 8:30 p.m.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Yes.
Nothing. Maybe this guy?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
You know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
There. I haven't been back up this way.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Swallow the emotion.
The door is closed. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
Okay, fine. Come on in.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting.
Oh, that's
but it's
the bed.
yours.
Okay.
The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Got it. So we've got 30 minutes. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
I'm sorry for this.
No problem, officer.
Takes a step towards the door like you'd like to leave. Okay, I don't think there's anything for us up here. We got 30 minutes. I don't really know what we can do. Maybe there's like a way we're not explored yet. Can I talk to you? Gardener?
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago.
The investigator, the body shouldn't be long till we get down.
Oh, okay. Thanks for keeping me in the know, sir.
Don't know if that was a good idea or not.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Okay, this person changed for a working stiff.
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
They who?
The bosses, man.
Makes sense. First work, then pay.
Makes sense. It sucks is what it does.
Did we go as far as we could go? This way. Oh, the pawn shop. Yeah, let's check out the pawn shop. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register. Most military wear with a few eccentric fashions thrown in. Bust of a woman, the plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is roaring away.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Heimdall burning.
What's the deal with the man on the t-shirt?
It's the man from Heimdall.
Walking away from his burning village. Yes.
Remind me, who's the man from Heimdall again?
The man from Heimdall
I know
is
all
the
about this guy.
hero
What
of a
do you mean?
series of
I've got his
popular
book.
books based on a fictional version of Kotler. Mostly what is nowadays Arda NFD. In fact, most people don't think that man from Heimdall ever really existed. But they are wrong.
Heimdall isn't a real place.
Neither is the man a real man, of course. But both the man and Heimdall are an ontological necessity. But hey, it's not worth getting into an argument about.
Wow, what?
What do you mean the man from Heimdall was real?
I mean, even if the man from Heimdall didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Okay.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Kotler, though not quite as far north as the Heimdall, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting.
Anyway. I'm looking for a gun.
It's
I'm
not
looking
often
for a
that
gun.
I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Honestly, I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others. Quite the collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
It's just drawn once again more to the playable light, the shadow on the wall behind you.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Ah, +2 for the odd brain activity. See, that's the thing. It's like just the weirdest conversations give you bonuses later on. What are you on, Chief?
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon, what's that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
So, could you check off sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes.
Why on earth? These are prescription. I can't really see without them.
No judgment, just curious. I probably did loads of Pyrrolidon before I lost my memory.
I've had to take it. You know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
He's taken for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
People's Pile? What's that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
That would explain a lot. Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you're part of.
We were an all-volunteer force. Self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
Must have been tough, radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened. And why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment. And early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
How did you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
Thanks for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns, like the ones carried by cops?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
What?
I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
What?
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd.
Fuck it.
I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
She kept referring to herself as a pig? No way did you sell it to the Kuno S.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Yes. I don't like it either. What if she tends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia?
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
You might be able to aid our investigation?
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything.
Think you could help me get a corpse out
The
retreat?
corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself.
Wait, he's just said he didn't know anything about it. He doesn't know anything. But then I said about the corpse in the tree. It's like, oh, the one behind the hostel?
Ask around the harbour.
Son of a bitch.
There
Lied.
might be some workers there who'd be willing to help.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Okay.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Expect blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Are these royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table.
Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys.
I'm sick of failing all these roles.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
Your gaze went over the streetlight.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room. The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on their tiptoes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says, Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Shopkeep, this stereo approved machine here
is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
Okay. How the fuck do I make money in this game? Tire tracks leaning onto the roof as such rains almost washed them off. Spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Even though I said he threw that helmet in the sea, I wasn't sure if maybe I could find it. I haven't really been this way. So the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to assemble it. Capeside Apartments. Rue de Saint-Ghislain.
The streets will flow red
Cindy the
once
Skull.
more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
You go upstairs at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
You just want to know your name, little lady. No need to get defensive.
And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
Spartacus actually puts the brush aside. Keep looking off to the side. Where are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
She nods disdainfully towards the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier.
Hatred? Disgust? It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Imagine if you had no points in Encyclopedia. You would not understand anything happening in this game.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
What are you doing on the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
So you don't know what to write?
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so...
Why are you so committed to defacing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium.
Literally someone's been hung, like, right down the street. What do you mean?
I thought I'd mix it up. You know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it?
Yeah?
I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
She means the opposite.
Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
I wonder if she bought the gun. I'm assuming anyone calling me a pig is someone who, going into a pawn
sturdy
shop,
metal
would
door
call themselves
guards
one
the
too.
southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Hold on, who am I speaking to?
Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on, get out of here.
From within comes the faint sound of a broom sweeping across the concrete floor.
It's the police, open the door.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
But I'm not joking.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
She trails off, leaving the sentence unfinished.
Backyard door. There must be another entrance to the east.
So there was some more construction here once, decades ago. Some magnesium. This boat shines like it was recently painted. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Islon, 33A. The room in the whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Playing this game has made me think of another game another series of games that I have that I've never finished and I've not played an awful lot of. I think it's called Shadowrun. I think I have there are 2 or 3 games I think in the Shadowrun series. It's kind of similar to this, but there's also like a combat, like a turn-based combat kind of aspect to it. A little bit kind of cyberpunky, I think.
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
What gave us away? Oh, shake my hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
The grip is tight and cold.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. This is a tactic.
Alright, we need to play into the unusual.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck under her feet, green and white sails flutter overhead. Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Can I see your license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but 2 insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
What happened the other time?
The other time, I would have finished the race were it not for an urgent work matter, much like the one I'm on now.
Still need to see a license, man.
Actually, you don't.
Pretty sure I do. I police.
It is a little known fact among those who police that the Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license.
More like the Anarchy Act, in my opinion.
No need to politicize this. You may still ask for the lady's passport.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see a passport.
Of course.
Searching the pockets of a raincoat, producing a bundle of documents in a sealed plastic bag. Look at a passport.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying, Republic of Vespa. The coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich. Sigent. The Republic of Vespa, formerly the Republic of Vespa Messina, was once a dual kingdom. An amicable parting of ways produced 2 constitutional monarchies. Vespa, the richer of the 2, is an occidental nation known for its proximity to the Pearl and its exotic financial derivatives.
Anything else?
It is a stable country, and yet there has always been something ominous about its perfect stability. It's a place at the edge of the Mwindi Isola, overlooking the Obi-Sunt Isles, fracturing into the great unrest of the Pearl.
Look at the photo page.
The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you, face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name reads, Rejoice Leighton Messier.
Your name is Rejoice?
Yes. But please don't call me that.
Why?
Joyce is much more efficient.
You're from the Republic of Vespa.
My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when travelling.
Everything appears to be in order.
She nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Still, I don't see anybody else sailing a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich.
Yes, I do.
You have the guns and the ammo. Take this Clausen fiend down.
Let's talk about the economics of this boat you're on.
Oh my. The E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Precisamundo. Class war time, baby.
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a professional negotiator.
It doesn't look like he thinks you'll best her in single combat.
Then what does that say?
She points to the
Does it
plaque
say
at the...
docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A? 33A? This old proletarian haunt here. As I said, plenty of people drive boats, of all social strata.
Reaction speed. Fire back, quick.
Your synapses flash.
This house was built before the revolution.
Okay, it is anti-centennial.
She looks at the building looming overhead. The people who live there now lead a different lifestyle, if you know what I mean.
I assure you, they drove quite a hard bargain for this space. But you're right. I am a bourgeois woman, and this is my fast, lightweight, interminably
Fucking got a
bourgeois
chat.
boat. Good.
Alright, tell me why fucking hell. We're almost at 2 hours, and this is gonna take so fucking long. I'm not gonna finish till half, like 2:30. Tell me about Wild Pines, what do you do?
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo tribes remain.
You're in good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
She does not register the real meaning of the remark. How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
The wave hits the sloop, she grasps the mainstay for balance.
A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when Pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Probably helps to start out with a royal monopoly.
You know more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that.
What does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
You don't keep it moving, the workers do. The company is nothing without them.
We built this district.
We. There it is. She owns up to it.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions, the plazas Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP.
She points behind you where the sea wall rises.
Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
What can you tell me about this strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
What if I want to hear about the trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade and Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
How do I repeal it then?
Why? By throwing off half a century of foreign domination under the Coalition. Unfortunately for you, the Coalition also leases you the right to police West Revachol.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
But you digress. What is your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labour Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Tell me more about this behemoth.
What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organisation now.
How are the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Seems like they have no idea about business.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board.
What does that even mean?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what? About anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
The king is dead, long live the workers? That's pretty funny, I have to admit.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution.
What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assumed that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyar at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Okay then.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Scabs at the gate, did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Tell me about this union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there are 2 of him?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself outside the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
She turns to you.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
An effective advocate for the rights of the local working men, a giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol. A giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol.
Indeed. And a hungry one. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the leech always hungers.
One more thing, you said something happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Some kind of extortion, probably.
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course. How else can I help?
What can you tell me about the lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Oh, fuck. I don't have my badge.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi, from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Remember when I told you my partner? Remember when my partner told you I recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My last badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Yes.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
She must have been suspecting something for a while now.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
I'll find it somehow. Let's talk about something else until I do.
Of course. But before we do, officers, let me be perfectly clear. The situation is extremely volatile. The sooner we can speak about this lynching business, the better for all of us.
Do you know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos?
Better not tie the fourth day to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality?
She pulls her hood closer around her neck.
Yes, reality is your side case. An experimental side case.
It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
She puts down her thermal cup and looks at you.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good.
Fucking hell.
But begin with the first, okay?
Wait, is that talking about all these responses? Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby?
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages.
And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me more about Martinez.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders. As I told you, Martinez used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its part. Now the reeds are the real star of the show here. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
You mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the Blue Immensities.
What's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the river Esperance. We're in the delta of this river on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her and to humanity at large.
Okay, that's Martinez. What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is Revachol?
The great kind.
What makes Revachol great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Who built it?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
When was Revachol built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're pretty much at the center of the world.
Oh, we're quite a way off. About...
Supposed to cross the water where the skyscrapers rise.
A sparkle of lights on the horizon, like evening stars above the curvature of the planet.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Look to the sea.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition. Only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
I don't know any of this.
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
She watched you closely to scan the horizon.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
You're right, Lieutenant. I'll continue later.
It's better not to eat all your candy at once.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth. What's the big time?
The revolution.
Ah. And where's the revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Would you say it's a bunch of apes duking it out?
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intra-species warfare.
And the apes, were they evil?
No. I would say the apes were neutral.
Okay, neutral.
On the other hand,
She turns north to the bombed out buildings lining the waterfront and shivers slightly. Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head. Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did the communists and anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
That's a tragedy.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it.
Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Cowardly king.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
By liberals, you mean?
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
How did the liberals win at all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
We. She's one of them. Of course.
Everyone got shot. Who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
She said the liberals already took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
Who are the coalition?
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
Moralist?
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
Not just technically, practically, for a moment there was hope.
A devout man of the center. Hard to come by. It's good to have someone who takes a moderate approach to head shooting. In your line of work, I mean.
When was this kerfuffle?
Turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved. It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Marzolf came along and overthrew the government.
What did this Zaraf do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
Oh, really?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in 08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
What's the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the coalition of nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
I think I've been talking to this woman for like almost in-game 2 hours now.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, coloured plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Wait, you're saying it's been like this for 43 years?
Time flies.
What have we been doing all this time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river levelled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were they?
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
Thank fucking God.
For her to be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
Don't make more questions for me to ask. Which side was Wild Pines Group on?
They picked the winning side. That's why they're here, and others are not.
They chose wisely.
Perhaps it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in charge. I might have bet on the king and led the Pines to doom.
You would have sided with the king?
I would have sided with the cannons.
Stop.
If you'd seen the calendar.
We're so deep in this lore dump now, I feel like we can't stop.
Perhaps 10 of the 14 Indo tribes got it wrong. Feld, Kupri,
Could have left for the day. I didn't realize that it
so
was going to be so
been
much
in good company.
lore and such a big conversation. And now I feel like we're too deep. What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
I would have positioned myself very precisely. I would have made it out with the minimal rights.
You and everyone else. But that's got nothing to do with preventing the revolution. Oh, well. What was, I
That's
guess.
enough about the times.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
Okay, what is this acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
What causes that?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
It's definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly. What this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint, grab a bottle, and drain that shit right down your throat.
I don't like electrochemistry. Okay? You need to pipe down.
Yes, and lie about it too. To her.
Drama, don't encourage electrochemistry. Wipe the urge from your mind and get back to reality.
She stares at you, head tilted to the side, with a slightly concerned look on her face.
I want to know what you are.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
Wait, what's an ultra?
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind.
What's so vile about that?
Haven't you heard? I am a nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. One of those who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. We surrendered the nation to financier pirates. No sane person identifies as ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. I can see we're not so different, you know. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
So she was on the side of the people that killed the king. I forgive you, but only because you're charming.
A devil, who being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of the godly.
Beneath her waterproof raincoat and silk shirt is a body imbibed in numb 12 perfume. You are suddenly and intimately aware of it.
Devil woman.
I'm afraid you'll find that every woman is a devil woman, detective. There are only aesthetic differences between one and the other. When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters, we had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
You're a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
The lieutenant puts down his notes and gives her a look. You're a smart woman.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
You're no dummy yourself.
So am I.
A smart boy getting smarter. One basic term of reality at a time.
You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother. And a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
What is this? Spread your hands.
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Keep guessing.
Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin. A symbol of hubris and decay. Half submerged in some salty sea.
What? Really?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
I meant, what is this place here?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two.
What is Rue de Saint-Ghislain?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old.
She looks up at the crumbling facade.
This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Splat, splat.
From a dilapidated balcony, Cindy the Skull gives Joyce the evil eye, her red paintbrush held to her throat.
You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat in a soaring motion.
Kuna raid successfully lost day for the raid. We are deep in a lore dump right now. I've been stuck here for like the last, I want to say, 45 minutes. I think we're coming to the end of it, but thank you for the raid.
Wonderful.
Hope you had a good stream. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello. You have way more money than me. I've been saving up. I did buy a book. Yeah, I've just been scavenging. I don't know how to make money in this game. Everyone's like, yeah, you want to buy these shoes? They're 50 real. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've got like 2 cents. What is that? Point to Cindy the Skull.
The girl in the old lady rags?
Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of
Hope you had a good stream.
teen infraculture.
Infraculture?
Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags.
Welcome, Raiders. Hello.
She prefers a fantasy world.
Thank you for checking out the stream.
Culture with its own dress code.
This may be spoilery for me, so have a great stream.
Oh,
I didn't realize I was that far into the game, to be honest.
There is no refuge from
I think
the
I'm like
supraculture.
7 hours at this point. But yeah, no worries. I don't want you spoiling anything. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome in, Raiders. My name's Sigil. I've been streaming every day this year. We're coming towards the end of that now. Day 292. Next Saturday, we're doing a 12-hour stream to celebrate around day 300. I'm going to be working day 300. So we're doing a 12-hour stream next Saturday. So we've got some stuff that we're going to be doing there. Should be cool. She prefers the fantasy world and infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It's an illusion, I'm afraid. There's no refuge from the superculture. Okay, now explain the same thing but to a child.
Young people who dye their hair funny colours and wear old people's clothes are stupid, and their little rebellion is self-defeating.
Okay, so she's like a rebel and she doesn't like that.
All right. What next?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's not wrong. I think I may be part of the infraculture.
And what would that be?
Disco.
I can see that, yes. I dabble in those dark arts myself, not so long ago. I assure you, it was a thoroughly supracultural phenomenon. All permeating. Downright mandatory. Nothing infra about disco, baby.
Your disco?
Those days are long behind me. And even in the early 30s, I would say I was more of a new girl. Disco was a minor, but still enjoyable facet of the whole thing for me.
The new?
The new. A cultural era. And the name of the decade it ravished, the 30s. It came out of post-revolutionary Revachol. It was ultra-liberal. It involved lots of partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-colored everything. By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now.
I'm straight edge. Sounds fun. I can't remember a single thing.
Wasn't it Guillaume Le Million who said, if you can remember the new, you weren't there?
For some reason, your mind is a veritable repository of Guillaume Le Million lyrics, trivia, and B-sides. But the time to explore this is when you're alone, facing a mirror perhaps. Right now, it would derail the reality lowdown.
That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
We're almost done.
Anything else?
You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible, within reason.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of doom
Armpits are
pursues you.
lakes.
Your hair sticks to your forehead and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls.
Poor
You
as
can't
balls.
ask this person for money. You're too.
What is this feeling? I never felt it before.
Shame? You haven't really been in the presence of gentlefolk either, have you? What shame is there to be felt in front of these dock workers, cops, and hotel clerks, but to belittle yourself in these eyes of Odinil?
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
42%. That's not bad odds. Say it. Can I have some money?
Voila.
Let's go.
You're doing it. Really put your back into it. Yell it from the top of your lungs.
Money. Can I have some money, ma'am?
Of course. How much do you need?
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about your predicament than she's letting
on? I mean, 130 is what I need to pay off the hotel. She's not going to give me 10,000. We'll go 130.
That's a good sum. Not too small. Not fantastically
Yeah.
large.
She reaches into her raincoat and pulls out a zip bag. In it, you see paper notes arranged like black gills.
She removes a few notes and hands them
Let's
to you.
go!
The paper is cold and oily to
We're
the touch.
fucking rich. Oh, my God.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
You won the game. Let's go piss it all away on alcohol. I'm still getting my head around this whole money concept. You were just helping me out.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today?
Yeah.
Besides supplementing its salaries.
I guess we should pay the bill.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Ah, thank you, Joyce. I would love to know... I need to look back at the VOD and see IRL how long that conversation was, because holy shit.
Hey.
Ah, now my brain's talking to me. Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Can't argue with that.
So, what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from 1,000 years of slumber, promising to erect a version of communism many times greater than any attempted before. Is that true?
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I haven't said anything like that.
Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that will devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Yeah, we get all the drinks and the drugs. Electrochemistry is going to start going fucking mental. What is this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes. Abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished. Beaten. Curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone. Against every living thing. Against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, The charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
I like to think that this woman is just stuck. We're just like full-on blank staring, like out to the sea.
Now get to work, comrade.
Do we opt in or opt out of of communism? Are we for the people? Here's the lorry driver. Are we the last communist? Guys, together, let's start building communism.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Roll your sleeves up further and breathe in the pristine air.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
I guess I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like a horse. A workhorse. For hard work.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000
Oh, wait,
steps
hold on
down
now.
cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand,
I didn't agree to the
and
firing squads.
linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But
Is this because I like swindled her out of 130 real?
Those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer.
I mean, yeah, I did take that bribe from that Joyce woman. Can't say I didn't make that Sealand guy give us some of his money either. I wouldn't call that a bribe. I just asked her for money and she said yes. That's not a bribe. Can't say I didn't make that Sealand guy give me some money. That I did do.
Can't say that. You shook him. You're a killer. A shark.
Okay, yeah, maybe I am. You know what? Maybe I did take a bribe.
Oh, yeah. You took that bribe hard. You're a killer.
I'm a killer. I'm a killer, chat.
Sure.
I'm a
has
shark.
It been easy? Is life easy?
I'm a communist killer.
Have you not
Get those
gone
firing
into
squads.
cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7.
I'm a hustler.
Ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No, actually, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
The system's broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
It's because of that Garte guy riding my ass.
The Gart man has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures. You should learn from it. Don't play the victim. Think hustler. Think with your head.
Fucking taxes, man.
That's right. 100%. Fucking G-man's got his
Fucking
jam
G-man.
sticky fingers in your pocket. Stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gossamer state that is Revachol?
I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gossamer state's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
98%? Are you sure that seems like a pretty big number?
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
So I can opt in. Opt in, but only a little, or opt out. Bleeding nipples are kind of a pain, but how will deregulation help with that? %98%? No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now.
Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people.
Free the people,
Keep
man.
It real. Keep it straight.
Exactly what a communist would say.
Keep foaming at the mouth furiously on the tax issue.
Fuck taxes. God, we have so many thoughts now. I'm actually gonna... We leveled up in that conversation. I'm gonna use one of the points to unlock an extra slot. Because we got a lot to think about. So we've got Moldovan socio-economics. We get -2 visual calculus while it's doing it. Don't know what we get. Indirect modes of taxation. We get -2 empathy. And jamais vu. That one doesn't cost... We don't lose anything for that. the communist to hustler pipeline is what you guys have just witnessed. My brain's fucking going miles a minute right now. We have... No, we don't have good empathy, do we? We have good visual calculus, I think. We'll go for that one first. We're going to do them all, and then we can see like what bonuses we get. And then we'll make a decision. Okay, now we need to talk to Kim.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe.
I agree, because it's fucking 11:30. I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet.
Take care of that then.
I think I have the money now, so this is money, right? Show him Ray out bills.
Take a room at the Whirling. One cannot get much closer to the crime scene.
Wait, so would we have not been able to have slept if I hadn't have paid him? I guess that makes sense, right? Like, he wouldn't have let me stay there if I hadn't paid for the damages. Seems like it. So it just so happened that we managed to get the money. Do I want spoilers? Only if it's like... If I wouldn't have paid him, then what would have happened or something. Only if it's like something that I've avoided because of what I'm doing now. If that makes sense.
Can I help you?
So about that money that I owe you.
Yes. Have you got it?
I have your money.
Well?
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, we still need to sort out the, you know, the lynching situation. So I doubt we would have gone home. Here's 130 real.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered.
Tim has a plan if you don't...
If you
okay.
continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
How much is the nightly bill?
I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
20 a night?
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Fuck, man. I have to keep paying? Still have to keep finding money for this shit?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
I just want to go to bed. I mean, I could have just stopped the stream there, but I was like, you know what?
The air
at least getting
is
to the
brisk.
bed is like a good
the
place to end.
lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum.
We had a big day. We had a big day today.
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
Please don't let this be another law dump. I can't. I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
I think I might want to pick up smoking. Wait, have I never smoked? I thought I was a smoker. Do you have any more cigarettes?
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
Right, the debrief.
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal, and we still have to get him down from the tree.
Listen, nobody's perfect.
By not ideal, he means he can't believe he let you try that trick and would be angry if he didn't feel the outcome was partly his responsibility.
I still can't believe I missed that shot.
Being sober tends to help with precision. But moving on to the interview.
Let's not pretend that you also tried to shoot him and you also missed.
We weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare.
In fact, we don't even know where your bullet landed. You probably,
So that's to do
probably hit someone across the street. We weren't able to find the union leader, much less interview him, so that's not to do this for tomorrow. Yeah, we haven't gone to the harbour yet.
We talked to Joyce, Monsieur, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to do
Okay, yeah. Alright, regarding Joyce, we did get information from her, actually. I got about an hour's worth of information from her. Just not what exactly we needed. I need to find my badge.
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
Is that because I've toggled my run on?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I'm training for a long distance run. I want to raise money for charity. I literally did this like 2-3 months ago for my work. Yeah, I'm training for a long distance run.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Thank you. So what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Ravachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
This game wants to mock the player. The player character or me? A lot of the responses have been like not serious whatsoever. Me? Oh no. 1,000? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Ravachol.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
How can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
So you have to give... Instead of arresting them, you have to give them a slip saying you have to come to this station. And if they don't show up, then they're a fugitive.
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event.
Have I killed anyone?
That's an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
I probably have.
Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence.
Oh yeah, there you go. Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty?
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness.
Got it.
Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. And who makes all these rules?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that's just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizens of Revachol.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Or if they think you do.
The Moral Intern? What is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What is this symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not.
Oh yeah,
Their motto
she already
is
explained
love,
this.
compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something even a little feminine. But in a strict manner. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
I have an opinion on the Moral Intern.
Do you?
They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? Things are bad.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Yeah, vigilante sounds bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
Saying nothing, just looking to the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, you know. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, at least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes.
Goodest of the good cops, really get Kim to trust you. Let's go.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Puts out the stub of the cigarette and looks to the door. Slash me pushes Kim off the balcony. Plot twist. It was me that lynched the guy the whole time. Good night. Bye. Wait, did we level up again? Oh, we did. Do we buy another slot here? Because we've got a lot of thoughts. I think maybe we should. I think that's a safe option. Alright, we're going to save the game. My god. I started that conversation with Joyce, I want to say around when I was live for like an hour and 45. Those two conversations were so long that was an hour and 15 minutes to have two conversations. An insane lore dump from Joyce there. Incredible. Alright, we're gonna call the stream there. Oh, my brain. I need to sleep now. It is a very chatty game. Yeah, it's like 95% talking with people and having someone talk to me, which is a nice change of pace, I will say, from the games that I normally play. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream, guys. Thank you, Successfully Lost, for the raid. Very, very generous of you. Much appreciated. Yeah, like I say to all the new people in the chat, I'm Sigil. I've been streaming every day this year. We're 292 days in. We're getting close to the end now. Feel free to follow the channel if you want notifications whenever I go live. Join the Discord. There's a link to that underneath the stream. And also a link to my YouTube channel where I've uploaded all of my streams this year. So if you want to go back and watch any of the streams, they're all on my YouTube channel. I usually go live around 8 p.m. GMT every day this year. So I'll be live again tomorrow. Probably won't be playing Disco Elysium. So I usually stream around 2 hours a day during the week because I'm working. This game, because it does involve a lot of conversation, I feel like I can't keep it to around 2 hours. And if it is 2 hours, I don't feel like I get a lot done. So I'm probably going to keep Disco Elysium for when I have the opportunity to do longer streams, which will be around the weekends, normally Fridays and Saturdays. During the week, we'll find some other stuff to do. Yeah, we've got plenty of stuff like lined up that we can play instead, so we'll be doing that. So I will be back tomorrow for another stream. I'll catch you guys then, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.